Now, let me tell you for a fact, it is not easy, right? So, we're going to do a small stretch, and then we're going to get on to what was set for us for this particular afternoon. So, if you're seated, I'll ask you to kindly be upstanding. It's going to be very easy, don't worry. So, we're just moving our joints a little bit. So, you're going to do what I do. All right? All right? Okay. All right, thank you so much. Amazing. I've seen some people who cannot dance to save their lives, but it's fine. I did not mention you, Mr. Anthony Mwangi. Yeah. Okay, now, are we ready for this particular session that we're having right now? Are you sure you're ready? Are you sure you are mentally prepared for this? So, for the guys who just joined us inside, for the ones who will not be pitching over here, I asked you, have a notebook and a pen because you'll gather a couple of gems of wisdom from what is about to happen. Now, to set ground again, what will happen is we already have the brands that will be pitching. They are seated on this end. We already have our investors who have just joined us, who are seated on this particular desk. And we have, I'll say, the future investors to be, for sure. And so what is going to be happening is, once we call out your name, I'll be standing here. You'll be given 5 minutes to pitch. Sawa sawa? Exactly 5 minutes to pitch. Once the 5 minutes clock runs out, the media team kindly will give me a timer. Once the 5 minutes run over, then that's it for you. Then we're going to give it to the investors to give their suggestions and give their remarks on what you just pitched. Sawa sawa? Now, I mentioned your name, so I'm just going to call again so that you confirm that you are around. So once I call your brand, just show me with a lifting of hands. Sawa sawa? So, Fartiti Aili. Awesome. Tahini Health Essentials. Awesome. Shail Automation Experts. Perfect. Truthful Secrets. Okay. Greco. Awesome. Arthy Limited. Awesome. And Nice Soaps. Perfect. So all of you are in here. I love it. Thank you. The timer is working. So if you can just set it for me at 5 minutes, and then we're going to begin. Now, we're going to do it in a very random order. Again, we all wish you the best, for sure. We are supporting you. We've got your backs. That's for sure, yeah? Now, in no particular order. The first group, or the first brand, that shall be pitching this particular afternoon will be Tahini Health Essentials. You all are welcome on stage. Help me celebrate them. All right, media team, if I can have my timer on standby. Okay.
Let me give a quick direction. This is from the investor's desk. Every person, as you do your pitching, you need to understand that whatever we are doing here is not just dishing money. So there are legal process. So after these, all the guys that will do the pitching, we have Wakili here, the advocate herself. She will come back and do the final background check, and then the checks will follow. So let's have it.
Thank you so much, sir, for that clarification. Now, Tahini Health Essentials, if you are ready, the time starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Martin Maina. I'm the founder of Tahini Health Essentials. I'll let my wife introduce herself.
Good afternoon. First of all, I want to say thank you for this opportunity to present our business idea. My name is Philomena Wanjiko Kamau. I'm the co-founder of Tahini Health Essential. What Tahini does, we promote a healthy lifestyle by producing gluten-free flours, tailoring individuals with diabetes, children with autistic, individuals with gluten-free intolerance, and also the people with who want to eat healthy. Our journey began with our son's diagnosis, which introduced us to a community of parents who are facing a similar challenge. And in terms of accessibility, these gluten-free products are very expensive. And through our journey, we realized there is a gap in the market. Thank you.
Yeah, and so Tahini Health Essentials basically is a business for purpose, born out of pain. But we walked on a journey of raising our son, and him being gluten intolerant led us to seek alternatives of his diet in the market, which were not quite available. And so we embarked on a journey to do product development at the Kenya Industrial Research and Development Institute, that is KIRDI. And we were able to come up with a blend of 7 products on the same. They are awaiting certification from the Kenya Bureau of Standards. So I know I had prepared so much to say about this, but allow me to talk about an experience that I've had at the exhibition. So as my wife has said, that we were introduced to a community of very many parents that have undergone the same journey. And so during our exhibition booth, we've had feedback from quite a number of parents that have also walked this journey. And so our products are tailored for such parents to be able to find alternatives for their products. And the parents' story is that they're able to eat the chapatis, the mandazi and pancakes at home, and it pains them that they cannot be able to offer the same to their children. So Tahini Health Essentials have been able to come up with alternatives for that, and so that we can be able to feed our children without any compromise on their diet. So we currently, the next plan is to be able to set up a retail shop so that we can create brand awareness of our product as we wait for the certification. And so we are looking for $30,000 to be able to set up our production facility. And this is phased out in terms of the first phase to be able to set up the retail shop. That will cost us around $7,000. Then the second phase will be to buy the machinery and the equipment for milling and drying, because we normally clean our products before we mill them, not just like the conventional milling that is done. We clean them before we do the production. So that will be the second phase. That will cost us around $15,000. And then the final phase will be brand awareness and marketing. That will cost us around $7,000. So in essence, we are also looking for mentorship in the field of business. We are very young entrepreneurs. This is a big market, and so that will also be welcome on our end. And thank you for that opportunity.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Tahini Health Essentials. There's a question from...
No, it's okay. I wanted to know whether these are a couple because they look good together.
Yes, we are a couple.
Amazing.
Mr. and Mrs. Martin.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Before you leave, yes.
So I have a question for you about competitors in this market. Do you have information about that?
Yes, they are competitors, but what we've done through our product development is we've been able, because one of the problems that is there in the market is that the gluten-free products are quite expensive. So we've been able to develop products that are quite affordable for the parents, the general public, and so we cut an edge when it comes to our competitors, but the competitors are there, yes.
Excellent, thank you. And then second question, have you identified any opportunities for pre-sales?
Sorry?
For pre-sales. So as you develop this and you build this out, have you identified markets or stores or places where you could sell that as a product, so you have partners lined up before you begin?
Our strategy will be to open a retail shop, because the certification will get us to that level where now we can be able to have our products on the shelf. But before that, we can be able to push this from our retail shop to create brand awareness. Then once the certification comes on board, we can be able to have our products on the shelves in the supermarkets and other retail shops.
So I think what I want to build on what Jeremy has said. It's called emotional journey. You take people through an emotional journey with you pre-sale before you even sell. So you already have a team coming alongside of you, a community coming alongside of you. So have you been able to sell to anybody? Has any person in the community tried it to feed their kiddos? Your neighbor who has gluten issues, have you had anybody?
Yes, from where we normally do therapy sessions from our sons, we have a group, which is a community of parents. And so even when you're doing product development, you want to seek feedback from the very clients that you are looking for. So we've had that phase where we've been able to give them the products and get their feedback on the same.
So tell us a little bit about any negative feedback and how you're improving on that.
Yes, the first, before we came to the final product, the first negative feedback we got was in regards to the taste. And basically, when it comes to healthy products, there's a challenge when it comes to taste, and especially that you're targeting kids. So we try to improve that without necessarily compromising on the health aspect of it.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I noticed that you are not registered with the Kenya Bureau of Standards. What's going on?
So the process of KEBS application, it's a process. First, you buy the standards so that they guide you on how to do the production. You apply the same to your production process. Then the next phase is now you make an online payment for them to come and take the samples so that they can take them to their facility. Once they are certified with your product, they now give you the KEBS certification.
Do you know how much it will cost for the certification? You have so many different varieties.
So the KEBS, they've given us, we are a small, we are a small startup. So they give you an option. that you pay, you group the products into 3.
Yes.
So the first 3 products, you pay 11,000. Then a group of another 3 products, you pay 11,000, and now continually. So it will cost us around maybe 33,000 because we have 7 products.
And when do you intend to get the certification?
We received the standards on Wednesday, so we are still now reconciling that with our production process. But where we've been doing the research and development is a government institution. So as they guide you on product development, they ensure that you are compliant to whatever KEBS need. So by the time KEBS is coming in, you are already compliant to their standards. It's only that now you have to go through that process.
KEBS will need to see where you are milling the flour and packaging.
Yes, we are doing it from the Kenya, the KIRDI, Kenya Industrial Research and Development
Like an
Institute.
incubation.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 years incubation time.
What is the priority right now to get this into the hands of consumers? What is the priority today to get this in the hands of consumers?
KEBS comes in when you are doing the branding part of it. So for us to be able to create the brand and awareness, the first priority will be to have a retail shop to be able to push the products.
The licensing with the research, you don't need that to get into the shop, right?
Yes.
You do or you don't?
We don't. Without the branding, we don't.
Oh, okay.
You'll need a barcode.
Yes, that's part of the standard now we've been given by KEBS. When it comes to the final product of it, they guide you on how to do all that, and that is in the process.
All right.
I absolutely love your product. I don't think, and this is my 2 cents, I would like to see it more online before you take a retail, because when you're saying retail, it is rent, unless you have a building, which would be great. It is down payment deposit. It is making the shop look like Tahini, because you are very, very unique. But I also see that's a lot of expense. You're looking at almost 1 million Kenya shillings to position yourself because you have a unique product. So I would go on the online journey, get it to as many hands of parents as possible, because the group of parents you have, every town and every city in this Kenya has a group of parents. And those are your brand ambassadors. If I have a child who is sensitive to gluten, because I do, and then I'm going to tell all the other parents, because with social media we talk a lot. I will start there because it saves me money from the store. Anybody who has a store here, let them tell you how much they pay. You want to make sure you make as much profit before you go to the store. So that's just my 2 cents. Otherwise, it's a unique product. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
I agree. I think it's a fantastic product. One thing that stands out to me is you're doing this for personal reasons, not for business reasons. That's what really hits me. And I think that is a differentiator for you. You didn't say, I want to start a business because I want to make money. You're starting a business because you're looking out for your child. And so I think if you were to do that, blend that in with your business, I don't know what kind of marketing you've done already, but a YouTube channel, Instagram, talk about your journey. Talk about the challenges that you've been overcoming and why you're overcoming about that. And do it regularly. Have every other day, every day, post a video. Talk about the journey that you're going through and why you're doing it. Talk about your motivation for it. Multiple people have talked about that here today. The story matters. So tell your story, because that's going to start getting out. You're going to start having your name, your site is going to start being associated with that particular topic, which is going to be free marketing for you. So as you go, that's going to really lead to additional success. But I agree with what Abigail was saying about try to focus your delivery in the most efficient way possible. If you can delay certain expenses, delay those until that's a necessary step for you. So go direct to consumer, go direct to grocery stores, go direct to hotels where people are traveling and are looking for that support for their children if they're in from out of town.
Thank you.
Finally, what I'll say, I think also your greatest partners will be the doctors. Because when we come to matters of healthy living and all that, there are people who begin that journey at a certain phase. And some of them don't even know where to begin. Someone just tells you, you need to reduce this in your diet. You need to buy this, you need to buy this. So it becomes easy when the Federation of Doctors dealing with these specific diseases can also be the ones endorsing your product and saying, hey, there is this website, there is this number, you can begin by accessing this product from that particular end. So I think that will also add some marks, and it will be very easy, because when a doctor gives you a referral, 100% you have trust on the product.
Thank you.
So I wanted to first ask you two questions. Number one, why Tahini? What does Tahini stand for? Because when I look at the name, I want to know what is the association of the name with the brand of what you're selling. And then number two, I know that in the US, I particularly have an employee who does not do gluten. So I'm looking at that and I was thinking, I need to take for her a few packets, because her diet is completely different from everybody else because she's gluten-free. And I'm thinking that we could actually introduce their thing to the Kenyan market in Washington and see whether he can do that. He can deliver. So why Tahini?
Okay, so Tahini is Arabic word for milling, and basically that is a major part of the process in terms of the production that we do.
All right. Oh, amazing.
So Amos said, there's a call to action. Where do people get tahini? How soon can it be delivered? How quickly can Maikido get that porridge? We don't know.
Okay, so we've been doing the production at the Kenya Industrial Research and Development Center, which is a government institution. And one of the challenges is commercializing our product from that facility is quite a challenge because of the number of people that have to use the very facilities. And so that is something that we are working around because there's demand. Actually, one of the products was out of sale in the first 5 minutes that we set up there. So the market is there, is now to work around how to be able to commercialize it. And also now, I think that's where now mentorship comes in terms of the entrepreneurship journey.
Is yours a limited liability company or a business name?
It's a business name and a partnership with my wife.
So how many partners?
It's only my wife and I.
Do you have any share structure?
Yes, it's a 50% each.
What's the amount of the share capital?
700,000 at
Sorry?
the moment. 700,000 Kenyan shillings.
700,000?
Yes.
And each partner having 350?
Yes.
What is the paid up share capital?
Sorry?
Paid up.
That will come to around 50,000 thereabout, because we've just began our journey a month ago after completing the training and production journey. So we are yet to complete an annual, or rather a year into our production. We are into the second month of our production.
And how much are you asking for?
$30,000.
Which amounts to about almost 4 million?
3.9 thereabout.
Yeah. So it's way, way, way above the paid up share capital. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. That's an amazing product.
Thank you.
All right. Help me appreciate Tahini. Amazing. All right, at this given stage, we'd want to call on to the next. Allow me call on stage Nice Soaps. Media team have my stopwatch on standby.
Thank you.
I'll let you know in a few.
Hi, we are Nisops Limited. Nisop is a fast-growing, youth-led, natural skincare and cosmetics business that deals with solving skin issues through soaps, through shampoos, through the shea butters, the oils. And we are based in Limuru. And also we deal with packaging bags of gift bags. And we also train on how to make soaps, oils. We train on the packaging bags, the gift bags, the lotions, and some of the samples are here. They are available here. And the training, we have a training ongoing in our facility right now, which is in Limuru, Juakari. And then we have a mission. We provide safe, natural, and affordable skincare solutions while empowering youth through skills and training and employment opportunities. Our vision is to become a leading African brand in natural skincare, offering products that are not only effective, but also environmentally friendly and ethically produced. Our solutions, we deliver natural, chemical-free skincare alternatives and handcrafted paper products. We also empower youth through training programs in soap making, lotions and oil formulations, paper crafts, and income-generating skills. As of 2025, we have trained over 100 young people in soap and cosmetic and paper crafts. We have equipped them with practical entrepreneurial skills just in 2025. Currently, we have served more than 1,000 customers with high rate of customer satisfaction and repeat orders. We provide mentorship and free samples and follow-up support to encourage sustainable growth and to new entrepreneurs. Our current need right now is the transport to serve the 1,000 plus customers that we have in the market. So you find that we can reach to more people, even in the online. So we have something we need to solve from now. And then we have another challenge of space. Our production facility has become so small, and of next month on date 5, we are relocating to a bigger space. Yeah. We also we have a need of product photography that we need to do. Currently, we are using our phones to market our products. And so we need a photo shoot so we can showcase our products online. We are currently doing it, and we have very good response. But now we are doing professional. Another thing is the licensing and compliance details. That's what we are doing next month, together with the compliances of the county. Now, why invest in Nisops? We have proven demand with over 1,000 happy clients and growing. And it's been a journey since when I was shaved, my beard, as you can see, I had scratches. Many men can understand. So I developed an aloe vera product, which I used. And after like 3 days, I got better, I was healed. Another time, a doctor referred to me a patient who had eczema, a child. And after like 2 weeks, I made a goat milk soap, and the child got better. I have the screenshot of the feedback she gave me. Our child was healed, and from now on, we are ready to do it. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Nice Hopes. We'd like to hear from our investors.
I have a question. First of all, I absolutely love your product.
Thank you.
You don't have everything figured out, but you already have 1,000 clients.
Yeah.
I want to clap for that. Because already you're proving with the little you have, you already have people that are coming to you.
Yeah.
I would like to see a different packaging. And I know I talked to you about that in person. I would like to see a different packaging because your sabuni is not attracting me as a woman. I want a nice package. Women, we're very simple. We need to see something beautiful. Even if you're going to trash it, we still want to see it beautiful. So packaging for that soap, I think they will be ideal. Where are the clients coming from? These are 1,000 people. Where do they come from?
I personally, those are the clients I have personally, without using the online team, without using the outlets. Yeah.
How much does it take to make one soap?
The small soaps, it's like 60 to 65 bob.
That's how much you're spending on making them?
Yeah.
How much are you selling them for?
150.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing. And so have you checked with people you can partner with for the packaging?
Yeah. This is what we have done for ourselves. We have tried to solve this problem, this one. We went and we found the guy who could do this, the clear packaging.
Yeah.
And then we used this to make our own, which is this one. And we also blended it.
My guy, so. I love it, I love it.
Good stuff. Your products are amazing. I got to see them at the exhibition. So how much are you looking for, and how much have you been able to generate in revenue for the last 5 years?
Thank you. Our estimated financial requirements, we need, as I have said, we need transport. We were considering, for me, I'm serving 1,000 plus customers. For me, as one person, as an individual to distribute to those customers, I need a bike. Like if I get it tomorrow, the marketplace that I go to, I need to sum up. I need to sum up like 3 to 4 marketplaces in a day, so that will give me more time to enter into new marketplaces. I am in 3 counties, the Nakuru County, the Kiambu County, and the Nyandarua County. Now I need to enter to the Nairobi County, Narok County. I even need to go to Mombasa. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the only financial need you have right now? As in terms of financial need, how much money do you require?
We need, considering a bike and a larger facility, training set up for our training, which is undergoing, and our space is small, we need transport, production space expansion, equipment for larger productions, a website and an online store. Raw materials and packaging we can increase. As for now, we are ready with the raw materials as up to next year. I can produce soaps up to next year as of now. So I need the raw materials of 350,000 to push me more. The branding and the marketing, as my investor have requested, I need like 150,000. The licensing and compliance of 100 and between 100,000 and 120. The production space of 330. That is 6 months of production. From there we can go on our own. And we have the transport for if I'm allowed, I can request for a van. That will cost us, the total with the motorbike is 1.9 to 2 million. That's $15,463. And for full expansion with a larger production, and the van will include 2.9 million to 3.1, which is $23,968.
Okay. One, I will say you guys have a gold mine.
Thank you.
Number 2, I love your attitude.
Thank you.
And number 3, you are hands-on. I mean, you are aggressive, mbaya, you know.
Kabisa.
But I want to speak as a father because I love you. I feel you guys are street smart.
Yeah.
And you will need help in being book smart.
Yeah.
What you have is a product, if well packaged, it will really go very far. Yeah. So 3 things are needed. 1, you need to visit 3 companies, factories that are doing what you're doing. You can never go further than what you've seen. And go for a mega factory, a medium, and a small one. so that you can see expansion level. Number 2, branding, you'll not run away. You might have the best of product, but we consume what has been branded. You'll not run away from that. And number 3, if I was sitting here as a funny investor, it is possible for me to give you that money, but after 2 years, you will be out of business because I'll be owning the business. So I feel you need a business strategist that can be able to do the mathematics. What you need is not a motorcycle. That's not what you need. It is beyond a motorcycle. You need a distribution network. What you need is not you to distribute. The business must outgrow you. This business is big and you're offering a solution. So I speak as a father, 3 factories, visit them, because what you've done is in Limuru. I don't think you've gone out of Limuru. So nyinyi ile mumeona ni hii. But you must go and see what other guys are doing, and after that, you will dream again. So I sit here, my investment, number 1, will be to connect you to someone that will help in branding. That will be my first investment. My second investment, we are going to research together, and we look for the 3 factories. And you go inside, see the machines, see where guys are getting them from China. You already have your chemical matrix, and then you must comply. Because if you don't get another healing miracle, and someone gets outburst of skins, and they go to a lawyer, this thing will be considered illegal, counterfeit, and you can't answer those legal questions. So personally, I'll take initiative with Pastor Ken Patrick. We will work with you. You have a gold mine. And what excites me is that you are training the people of Limuru, meaning that you are empowering young people. And so if you, as the leaders, are exposed, you'll also challenge them to see further than you're seeing. May God bless you.
Amen.
Amen. Just want to commend you for what you're doing. I'm looking at your T-shirt and the gold logo. It looks really good. And I wish you would stay within that branding. And Pastor T has already talked about it. So get somebody who is going to just help you a little bit with the branding. Move away from the pinks and all those other colors. Stick with whether you want the clear, the white, the gold. Let that be your brand. And then the next thing that you need to do is you need to have a patent so that nobody steals your
idea.
Right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Your idea. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think we have the same mindset. We're just thinking about it. One of the things we want to gift them is the service of the lawyer to put your paperwork together. So I think that's the best thing we can give you. Everything that I have, I don't have, because everything is under an LLC, a trust, and a trademark, copyright, everything. So anytime you have a good idea, the first person you see is the lawyer. And because you're hustling, you're in the mood of hustling, you're not thinking other things, what Pastor T has said, that's what we're going to give you as a first gift.
Thank you.
Talk to Catherine. She will walk you through all the paperwork that you might need.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So once you're done with Catherine and Pastor T has helped you with the branding, come see me with the numbers. I'm willing to come in as a partner. I'll help you with distribution, but present me with the financials.
I have a question for you about the customers. You said over 1,000 customers.
Yeah.
Are those repeat customers, or is that one-time sales?
They are repeat customers.
Okay, excellent. And do you have that set up as a subscription so that it's recurring, predictable income?
Pardon?
So subscription. So you know, I don't know what frequency it is. Actually, let me ask you. What frequency do they want to come back?
1 month.
1 month?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have a plan for them that says you pay this money every month? It comes out recurring.
Yeah.
Comes out of it's auto pay, and we deliver on this schedule. So you always know to expect it, that it's coming on that. You have that in
Yeah,
place
I have
already?
that.
Excellent, fantastic. I love that. Okay. And then referrals, other ways to put your customers to work for you. So there are opportunities that you can do along those lines. So I would look into that. The next question is about the training program that you're doing. I love that you're doing that. I think that's fantastic. One of the things that you're building is you're training your future employees. Is there, right now this is just a training program, there's not compensation, you're not paying them right now, is that correct? Okay, so what you can do is as your business grows, you could have tiers of skills. So as people start, you have a predictable training program for them. This is the first level. This is, you're not paid, you're just learning a skill. And as you develop that skill and we assess you and determine that you're ready to go to the next level, maybe the next level, and as your business grows, you start having a little bit of compensation for them, and that might be your manufacturing is the first level. Distribution might be the next level, and there might start being some compensation for them. And so you're building your company's employees as your business grows and you're training people.
Thank you.
And that's the reason why you need the lawyer before you train anybody else, because you're training them your secret sauce. And if they pattern it, then you start the battle. So before you train anybody else, you need to see Catherine so that you have all the paperwork. So whoever you're training, let them know, we own this brand, we own this product, it's ours. Because the way you're training them, they can go and start another business just like yours, and you won't have any legal ground to sue them because you don't have the paperwork. So many reasons you need to see Catherine.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was trying to see whether the soap has a scent. You know, we are also attracted by the scent. Does it have a nice scent?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Are you a limited liability company or a sole proprietorship or partnership?
We are a sole proprietorship.
Sorry?
A sole proprietorship.
Sole proprietorship.
Yeah.
So who is the sole owner?
Myself.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Have you been visited by the taxman yet?
No. They actually buy my soaps, but...
How do you intend to deal with it? You're going to operate under the radar?
No. That's what we are doing next month.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I need you to start thinking about what are the main risks associated with your business and how do you plan to mitigate them? Just in case somebody comes, buys the soap, believes that it's a great soap, and then they go get a rash out of it, how are you going to mitigate that? You need to think about that. You also need to know how to handle potential financial setbacks. Because with mitigations, you know, anything can go wrong and you can get into a lawsuit and then you lose a lot of money. So that is why you need to sit down with people that can give you great ideas. I talked about surrounding yourself with people that can mentor you and people who have the best interest for you, not so that you can fail, but so that you can succeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You need to get my telephone number.
Thank you. Right now.
Thank you so much. I hope even you're learning. Are you learning? Let's clap for them. Over to you, MC.
All right. Thank you so much, Nice Subs. We wish you the very best. Thank you, investors, as well, for that. Now, moving on smoothly to the next team. And I hope all of you have purchased the soap, yeah? Unajua sabuni iliisha kwa nyumba. Okay. All right, so the next brand or group that we are expecting up here would be Greco. So Greco, karibu sana.
Good evening. First of all, let me thank the Most High God for giving us this platform. Let me thank our dad, Apostle Tim Mwangi, for taking us to this place. Let me thank all of you, our dear investors. We thank you very much for taking your time and all your moments. When we speak of Greco Shiners, I say it is a business that is as old as it was founded, for it was founded way before I was, and is as young as it was brought into my custody. That is last year, November, as I was working in this place as a Mujengo man. And it was an idea that came after we completed our first set of building, and I saw an opportunity that after this, what we do next is cleaning. And there I took that chance, and I said, it is good if you invest in this, because after cleaning, what we can offer to these people, number one, is hygiene. So I saw hygiene first, and I said it is an opportunity that is profitable to the society, and also it is profitable to me. And that is how Greco Shiners was born. I being the custodian, Charles Chege. Thank you. Now, what do we sell as Greco Shiners? The number one thing we sell as Greco Shiners is our time. The reason as to why I say we sell our time is because we value the time of our beloved clients, because you know our clients sometimes are busy in their businesses and in their job places. So we offer our time, and that is what we sell. The next thing we sell as Greco Shiners is peace of mind, because a clean, a safe, and a presentable space always enhances productivity. And that thing that we sell is the hygiene. Then Greco Shiners has a goal, and our goal is to become one of the biggest organizations. The goal is known as taking a glow to the globe. The glow that you're providing here in this place, it is the same glow that you want to take to the globe. And how will we do this? The number one thing we have seen, that the same problem we're trying to solve in this region is the same problem that is facing the whole lot of the globe. The services that you're providing in this place, they're the same services that are needed in the whole globe. So we have seen an opportunity and an open door globally. So how do we do this? How do we take Greco to the globe? This is by training a generation and equipping them with skills, both in production of soaps and detergents, which you can see our products. Here they are. Our first product is shampoo. I will say this came because, number one, I love my hair, of course. I love my hair. And I know we have a lot of ladies who use it. So this is a product that is marketable, if I can say it. And it's a product, when we are making it and taking it to the market, taking it with our price, we are beating the market. Though we have not yet, we are not yet done with the kebs. And then the next product that we have is Greco shampoo and our Greco bleach. The reason as to why we came to manufacture this is because whenever we were called by our clients to go and do the cleaning services, the number one thing we need is these two products. Now, instead of going to buy them, and they are very much expensive, we saw it better going to get the chemicals of our own, and then we produce them. So this is how we came to production of our own products. So it is by training young men and a generation, the production of this and the skills of cleaning, and taking them globally, taking them to the outside countries to work. This number one is a giving back to the society. This number two, it is fighting poverty, because for sure I hate poverty personally, because that is where I'm coming from. And number three, globally, it is not only giving back to the society, but it is also giving back to our pockets, because there is a door. So as an investor, as you're investing in Greco, number one, you're providing our society with a healthier, being a healthier place. You're providing our young men and our young daughters out there with a job. You're providing them with exposure, and also it is not losing of your funds. Now, how, as Greco Shiners, in order to reach our goal, we have a need. We have something that you can do for us as investors, and we can reach our goal. That is the goal of enriching our society and reaching to the globe. Number one, we are in need of mentorship, that is business-wise, because as you have seen, we started it just late last year. So it is about 6 months. And in mentorship, I thank the Lord, because I see all these men and ladies over here. You are our mentors. You have already battled the journey. You have jungled and maneuvered the jungle of business. So we thank the Lord for you. And the number two thing that we would need is finances. The whole lot of finance that we need in order to take all this is a total of $18,993. The breakdown of these amounts is well listed. As Greco Shiners production, it is a total of 8,361. That is in chemicals or detergents. Then in packaging, it's a total of $2,037. That is packaging of what we'll be producing. Number one, what I can say about production is that the young men that we are teaching in production, they are our producers. And then number two, they are the same people that if we have opportunities and tenders are coming, they are the same people that we will employ, so they have opportunities, and they are the same people that we are going to take to the outside countries to offer these services and grow their lives. And then for Greco Shiners cleaning company, the number one problem that we have is machines. The only machine, we have only 2 machines that which I've said, we bought last year 1 machine after we came from Jengo. That is a blower, and then we have a machine for fumigation. These are the 2 machines that we have. Now the problem that we have is that after we clean, if it is a carpet like this one and it is indoors, then it is left and there is that smell that that comes out because of the vapor. So we need some machines, and the total amount of the machines that we need is $2,594, summing up to a total of $18,893. This is reaching to the globe, glowing to the globe. That is the goal, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Greco. We'd like to hear from the investors.
So you're speaking about the machine that will make you, have a bigger production.
Yes.
Have you done a little bit of research? Have you visited different facilities, as Pastor T has said? Have you looked around to see who is selling them? Can you lease from them for a while or rent to for 1 or 2 years? Have you done a little bit of that research? Because that's quite an expensive machine.
Yeah, they're expensive. And when we come to this industry, hiring is also expensive, because the moment you take the machine and it breaks down in your hands, you have paid for the hiring and then you will pay for the machine. But when we have our own machines, it will be easy, even in training the young men that we want to train. And if you would allow me, in all due respect, the breakdown is here. Maybe I can pass it to our father, because he knows how it can go. Please before we go to the next question. We're good to go.
My question will still be on registration, compliance, because of the patenting of rights. The other question maybe will be, I like that you've seen the opportunity, which is amazing. I didn't know as I build the toilets I'll need soap. That's a good strategy. But my other question will be how to tackle the increasing competition. This is because soap making looks like a soft skill now. So many people have the skills. How do we cope with the competition?
I'll start with the first question, that is registration compliances. Number one, that is a sole proprietorship business. It is registered. The other question is about the competition. Now, competition is very much high. If you will walk around not only Kenya, not only East Africa, but the whole of Africa, these two products are being produced in very high qualities. But now here there is a product that I have come with, and this is the hacking of the market. This is the hacking of the market. This is what I have seen that is not being produced locally and in large amounts or qualities. So this is what we are entering in. When I look at the amount that is being sold in the supermarkets or from where they are producing and how we can produce and take it to the market, I see us coming into we have a big platform, because right now it is being sold, if at 5 liters, it is being sold at around 500 and 520. But now if we produce it at 5 liters, we have a capability of selling it at 450 up to 420, making a profit of 50-50.
Okay, thank you. So I'm hearing two different pillars of your business. I'm hearing the cleaning services and the product, and along with that is a training program. If you had to pick one, which is your strongest pillar?
My strongest business is what I saw in the beginning. That is cleaning. But my vision is Glow to the Globe. Glow to the Globe takes both of them. We train in cleaning and we train in production. So when these people go out of this country, they have the skills.
Yes, okay, that makes sense. So I think about Abigail's business. She differentiates from, there are probably 50 different businesses similar to her business just in that region. So kind of the Nairobi region, 50 different businesses, all that competition, but she differentiates in how she does her service, and no one else can compete with that. So talk to me about your cleaning process and how that sets you apart from all the competition.
Now, when it comes to cleaning process, this is a business that is highly competitive at this time in this country. It is a business that is shooting each and every day. If you look among this congregation, these few people, you will find there is someone who is already inventing his own or her own cleaning company. Now, the only way to maneuver this jungle is coming with another tactic, and that tactic is like what we are doing right now. So in cleaning and production, as for me, I call it one.
Okay, that's, I hear what you're saying. I'm pushing on it a little bit just because I want to test this idea a little bit. So when I think about food, if you drive down the streets in the United States and you're looking for a hamburger, if you think there's McDonald's, because there's that one restaurant that sells that burger, I shouldn't open another restaurant because somebody has already solved that food problem. Except there are probably 50 different burger places, and they've all found their area, and they have their loyalty of their customers. Some people will always go to McDonald's, some people will never go to McDonald's. So if you have a specialty in how you do your cleaning, your actual service of cleaning, and I hear what you're saying, that you're training people. So I think what I'm hearing is you have a specific process for your cleaning, that you can train people, this is how you do training, the Greco way, right? So if you're doing that, is that something that you can, it doesn't have to set you completely apart from the competition, but it has to make you unique enough that your customers say, yes, I used to have someone else do the cleaning, now Greco does it, I will never go back to the other people. Are you getting that kind of feedback? Talk to me about that a little bit.
So far, we have worked for, that's since January, we have worked for about 5 clients, that is washing, and I have not gotten any complaint. Actually, I have had referrals. This month was a hard month because of the weather, but right now, like yesterday where I was told the sun is starting to come out, so we will do our work. So one thing I can say is that what we do best. I have not yet had a complaint. Maybe in future, and we will know how to go about it.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to steal the microphone for just a little bit longer. So one thing that stands out for me is as you get customers, as you use those customers, or as you serve those customers, get testimonials. If you have delighted customers, get that information because that's gold for you. When you go to someone else, you can have testimonials on your website, something that you can show. Maybe before and after pictures, be sensitive to privacy and everything like that, but I came in here, I did this work, here's what they had to say about it. I think where I'm going with this is, the other thing, you know where I'm headed with this, recurring revenue. So as you have those customers, life doesn't stay clean. Once you've had your place cleaned, you need it again, right? So do you have that in place already? Where are you with that? So they come back and they say, I want you to clean monthly. I want you to clean every 2 weeks. Do you have that structure in place?
The clients that I've worked for, let me say, like for example, the clients I've worked for, mostly I have dealt with the seats, with the sofas. Now, this is a long term when it comes to cleaning. So you can clean it in January, then you'll clean it after 2 or 3 months. And still I'm waiting for them because what I did, we did best.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And then the last question before I hand it over to someone else. I think it's, I lost my notes. I will hand it over now. I'll come back.
Thank you, sir.
I think you have an amazing product. I just want you to think through, and maybe somebody in the insurance industry can help you. Maybe just get a little bit of insurance, because sometimes you do the best you can, and then a kid comes and something happens and they start to come against you. Anytime you have any business, just have a little bit of insurance. Sacrifice everything to have that. Because when the business begins to grow, hizo vitu unasahau. So have your structure a little bit so that you can have insurance. Otherwise, you have a great product, and I think it is with the packaging and you've been in it for a few months. It's a baby, and I'm so excited you have something to show. So that's quite impressive.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
What does Greco mean?
Greco. Number one thing I've said, I hate poverty. I have seen my family go through a lot, and Greco is a combination of my mom's name and my younger sibling's name. My mom is Grace, and my brother is Alex. So I call them Greco, Grace and Aleko.
Okay. Thank you. Now, the reason I'm asking is because I've seen another cleaning company called Gecko.
Gecko.
Yeah. Have you heard about it?
I know Gecko.
You know Gecko?
Yeah.
So I thought maybe you are, sometimes people like to ride on names. I didn't seem to get your company at the company's registry.
Yes,
Are
please.
you registered?
I'm registered.
Under what?
It's a sole proprietorship business.
Sole proprietorship.
Yes,
Do you have a business number?
I do.
You have the certificate?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'd like to see that because we couldn't trace it. Now, my other question, which again is something technical, is I have seen so many people preparing these soaps. And in fact, what I'm seeing along James Kichuru Road is people lining the road with the soaps, telling me that the market could be saturated. And you have been in the market for 6 months. From what I hear, you have not received any feedback from your customers. You believe in your product, which is excellent because we all believe in our products. But you see, we are not the end consumers of our products. It's somebody else.
True.
So I don't know how you are going to work that one out.
One thing I understand and I believe is that when it comes to business, it's a very big ocean, and it depends on how you're swimming. We have I've said if there is a product that is being manufactured locally and everywhere, it is these two products. Actually, not in Kenya, but the whole lot of Africa. But how are we going to do it? That is why I'm telling you, the number one thing I have done to hack the business, and I'm hacking it, and I'm telling you, you'll see it. It is through this. And it is like I'm giving out my secret. It is this, because this is something that it is not done locally. And I have seen something that you can do locally, and we can maneuver this jungle. This one will help me in cleaning services.
I like your grit. I think your grit will take you far. But you need to take on what Mr. Grady was saying. If you couple that with your grit, I think you'll go far. Thank you.
This is not really directed to you, but to anybody that is doing a presentation. It will be very, very helpful for you to bring samples here so that we can sample, we can read, and I like the American style. If we were here in America, our tables would be full of incentives, because we want to know who are we gonna, try and entice us? Who are we going to support, right? Is that true, Abby? So they bring you bring your products so that we can read through them, we can see them, maybe for the rest that are following behind, so that we can make a very coherent decision.
Can I please?
Actually, before you go, I have one other comment on that. I really like what you're doing with this, but I think the thing that really stands out to me is that it sounds to me like a two-stage process. Yes. You have products, thank you. You have products that you want to fund and you want to produce. But I think the services are something that you can deliver now. So limited budget is going to affect your ability to deliver the product, but the service is something that you can do right away. I think about, I had a fence put around my yard a couple years ago. And we had quotes from 5 different companies. And they were all about the same. And then one company came and he said, I'm going to come, I'm going to do the work, and I'm not going to take any down payment. Right? And I asked him about that. What do you mean, no down payment? And he said, I guarantee you're going to be satisfied. And if you're not satisfied, you walk away and I don't charge you anything. This was not cheap. This was fencing a large piece of property. But he had that much confidence about his product and his services that he was able to do that. And I was surprised that he did that. I will tell you, it was the best fence I've ever seen. And so then I went out and I became an advocate for him, and I'm telling other people to go to his business. And so I'm thinking about that for you. If you have a service technique that you can train your people, and again, like we've been talking about, have it protected in your business. Your brand is your style for how you do that, the cleaning. When you're training people to do that, train them to do your way. Have it be very specific, very measurable. Follow up on it. This is the Greco way for doing things, but they're trained that it's your protected technique. Because you don't want someone to go out there, take your training, and then go out and be your competition tomorrow. But if you start with that, then you can start to really build your brand and seek that. Have a steady process. Work with AI. Sorry, everyone. Work with AI. Have it help you walk through a process for building your system. When you go to a customer and you do your cleaning, step 1, step 2, step 3. At the end of this, if you're satisfied or you're not satisfied, please give me that feedback, because I want your feedback. If I'm not delivering what you're expecting, I want to know so I can correct it. If I am delivering what you like, please let me know so that I can share that with the world. And as you build that, the revenue that you bring in from the cleaning, we're talking about bootstrapping again, but not bootstrapping software. We're bootstrapping a service and product business. The revenue from the service can start to fund the products.
I understand you now. Thank you.
All right.
Let's appreciate him.
Thank you so much, Greco.
We have 4 more to go, investors panel. So maybe we can check on that as we continue with our questions.
Yes, so we're going to do this a little bit fast. So kindly can I have on stage Chail automation experts? You're going to appreciate him, yeah? Your timer starts now.
Thank you so much. My name is Emmanuel Eugene Omondi from Chail Automation. My partner is over here, Lea Ochola. We co-own the business. This is Chail Automation, where we are powering Africa's smart living revolution. A smart home isn't just about technology, but it's about transforming how people live. At Chail Automation, we believe luxury isn't just about having more, but luxury is about living better. Your home is not just about automating your lights or your appliances, but your home is supposed to give you back your time, your peace of mind, and seamless living that is effortless. And the value that we offer beyond technology is time freedom, as I've mentioned. Automations will reduce your daily tasks. For example, your lightings, your curtains, and all those services. Sorry, the slides are going quite fast. Automations will reduce your daily tasks. Peace of mind, remote monitoring, even when you're not at home, makes you know that your house is always secure, even when you're not around. Efficiency and savings, some of these things like HVAC control will help you save power in your homes and offices. Comfort and conveniency, this will also make your home to become a talking point, sophisticated and intelligent, reflective of your modern lifestyle. Why you should choose us? We work with high-end, reliable brands. We don't just install devices, but we craft intelligent living environments. We handle the entire project from design to setup, to installation, to after-sales services. So we are with you all the way. Everything that we do is customized. We always want each and every client to have an experience that they like. So we like learning our clients, knowing what they like, and from that we customize their home. Discreet elegance. We make sure that the systems we are giving you, if you love certain taste, we make sure that whatever we are giving you is going to blend in with your decor and your, how can I put it? If you wanted invisible stuff in your house, we'll make it invisible and all that. So our target market are new home builders, We target people who are doing upgrades or renovations. We target luxury rentals and Airbnbs to provide comfort, convenience, and confidence. We walk through your spaces together. We identify areas of automation that you'll be interested in, and we begin the transformation one room at a time, or you can do it all at once. We've been in the business for 2 years now. This is our 3rd year. In the first year of business, we had a turnover of about $26,000. In the second year of business, our turnover rapidly rose to $56,000. This year, we have already done over $30,000, and we know we can still achieve beyond that. So our ask is $80,000. The $80,000 is distributed as follows: $25,000, we want to set up a state-of-the-art showroom in Karen. $15,000 is to go to aggressive marketing. We've done projects across East Africa, including in Uganda, and we realized that the Ugandan market is potential, but the uptake is quite low because of lack of awareness. So we want to hit the market hard and running. So our focus is on websites. $30,000 goes to the purchase of stock and creation of OEMs with the manufacturers so that we can sell our own brand. $10,000 will go to salaries, trainings, equipment purchase, and certifications needed by authorities for this work to continue. But if we get the 60 homes, then this discussion dies, and we remain with the discussion on mentorship and guidance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Child Automation, where we bring your living dream house close to you. Thank you.
Amazing. We get to hear from the investors.
I can't beat that. You know what you want, you're going for it. I have a question. What is your background?
Information technology. I did informatics, networking option.
What is the story? What is the emotional story behind this automation?
So for automation, I was working in Somalia, and I used to see a lot of white people in the UN camps doing it as a DIY project. But I looked at it and thought, wait a minute, this is something that I haven't yet encountered back home, and I believe I can turn it into a profitable venture. So when COVID came, we were deemed redundant, and now I started scouting for what to do. So I tried very many things, farming, looking for jobs, everything, and it failed. And then I remembered what I had seen being done in Somalia. So I tried looking for companies that were doing something similar to what I had seen. So I found a company that was doing automation. I started working there, but they were doing it like a DIY setup, which I had seen. So I resigned, joined another company. The second company I joined, I introduced smart homes to them. But again, they were not aggressive in the uptake of smart homes. I had seen an opportunity, and I was going for it. So I had now to resign and start my own opportunity. And I can say that in the first year of business, I did a lot of projects combined, more than I had done in the first 2 companies. Yeah.
This is for
so
motivation.
I'm assuming coming, oh, sorry.
For motivation only, not investment. How old are you?
31.
Ni mwili ndogo.
Yes.
So I'm assuming you have all the structures, the legal paperwork in place since you come from a legal household.
Yes.
Okay, so it's trademarked. The name is trademarked. You've protected because you had already introduced it to the other company, the smart homes. Have you made sure that name is protected?
So for the name Child Automation, I knew I wanted to do automation, but we had not picked the business name. So while we had a vision that God had given us for the kingdom, so while we were praying about the vision, Child comes from the Hebrew Hail. Many people know it to mean woman of valor, but we picked it because it means wealth, because we knew we wanted to create wealth to hit the goal that God had created for us. So that's where the name Child came, and that one is registered, and it's under us.
Thank you. So what I heard from you is you saw an opportunity.
Yes.
Then you went and you found someone who was doing something to address that opportunity. You learned from them. You saw how they were doing it not quite as well as you thought you could do it, and you came up with ways to improve on that. True?
Yes.
Cindio?
Yes.
Okay. Is everyone listening to this? So those of you who've come up before and you've talked about training, training is important. Training is very valuable. But what we have here is someone standing up on this stage who went and took training and came up with a better way to do this. And so I commend you for that, because you're taking what the market is doing and you're taking it to that next level. But it's also a warning to everyone else that when you're doing these things, be aware that there's somebody like this guy right here who's paying attention to what you're doing. So make sure you're protecting what you're doing. I love what you're doing, and this is good. Okay?
Thank you.
But just be aware of that going forward. You have to do something that you can protect as part of your brand. Now, on that front, can you talk to me about, so you're pursuing a target demographic. You want a showroom in Karen, so I think I know who your demographic is. So we're looking at upscale clients, yes?
Yes, we are looking at upscale clients. That's why our target is Karen. We've worked with other people before, and of all the projects we've done, over 70% have been in Karen. So we know that's where our market lies greatly. Yes.
Excellent. And so are you collecting testimonials?
Yes, we have. We've partnered with some interior designers who've given us repeat businesses since we started in 2023.
There we go. I love that. Okay, so now this is another thing that we're tapping into right here, affiliate marketing. So as you have technologies that you're working with, other partners, you deliver a value that they can't do on their own. They deliver something that you need to tie into in order to deliver your product. So that's something that I definitely would recommend that you look into with this. That you're going to be able to gain additional customers through working with these affiliates. So look into that for sure.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about your overall process? So someone hires you, you go in there and you build the automation. Are you using APIs to connect with existing devices? Are you using off-the-shelf products? Have you invented your own products? How do you interface and actually do the smart home integration?
So at the moment, we get in during the design stage. We love getting in during the design stage. That's when you can understand the client better and their needs. We use off-the-shelf devices to automate people's houses. We are also looking at a way whereby we can get into contact with the manufacturers so that we start manufacturing under our brand, Child Automation.
Okay, thank you. So you're essentially tapping into Internet of Things. Do you have an app? How do people monitor or control that?
Yes, so we have an application. We also want to develop now our own application on top of that. So there is an application that we currently use that someone can use to operate their house. Okay,
excellent. Yeah. And are you, let's say I hire you and you come and first I have to buy my house in Karen. Let me do that. Then I hire you. You bring the automation, okay? When you do that, are you able to monitor, are you able to collect data of what parts of the automation am I using and what am I not using? Because you want to know where's the value, where's the profitability in this.
Yes, mostly because of concerns in our country or our region, we always have an undisclosure agreement with the client. And then for the first few probably weeks or months that you're using your smart home, we want to see how you interact with your home. And even from how you interact with your home, we might realize probably you come home every day at around 10 p.m. We might now want to configure your house to the point whereby when you come home at 10 p.m., you don't have now to switch the lights on, even to give a command, but now your house will respond to you. So this guy comes at 10 p.m., let me put some certain temperature on the AC, let me dim the lights for him so that he knows where he's guided to go. So during the first few weeks, we also use that to learn the client.
Okay, so is that something, so yes, you need to ensure that the client is taken care of. This is a very important aspect of this. It's not enough just to land the customer. That first 90 days after you land the customer, after they're using it, That's what really stands out, because if you deliver that product and then within a month they decide they don't like it and they don't use it, they're not going to refer anyone else to you. So I like what you're doing there with following up with them to make sure they have that customer treatment. Do you have an ongoing support plan that you offer?
Yes, we do. For individuals who are building, the support plan actually runs sort of a lifetime. We use high and reliable products, so we don't always anticipate something failing. Like, for example, the first client we ever worked with is still our client to the moment. From 2023, he still orders other add-ons to whatever he had already bought. So for schools, offices, and that, we always have a contract for yearly maintenance. The first year, it's done for free, and then from the second year going onwards, we have a yearly maintenance contract.
That's fantastic. Okay, one final, I'll say, suggestion. Your IT background, you're gonna see where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Customers want privacy. If I have a security concern, I don't want someone at your company to be able to see when I get home and when I leave and know all those details. But you can put data obfuscation in place. So you're gathering the abstract data so that you know someone is using their automated light switches more than they're using their automated temperature control, something like that. Or you could genericize that data across all of your customers. Do you have anything like that?
So what happens is when the client gives us that opportunity, we do that. But when they are not okay with us knowing that, when we finish the installations, we hand over everything to them. So we don't, we hand over the home to them, we hand over the administrator rights to them, so we have totally no access. So it's only when they call us for maintenance or to check whatever is going on, that's when now, again, we gain access.
Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense, thank you.
Thank you. So I think, and I echo what they've said, this is amazing. When I was your age, I think I wasn't doing that. So well done, sir. This is quite inspiring. 2 questions. Number 1, what are the most common features that you've seen across all your clients you've delivered this so far? That is what they are really, really interested in. Top 3.
Top 3, smart lighting, smart curtains, and smart music systems. That runs across relatively almost every project we do.
Okay, which brings me to my second question. Do you see an opportunity to kind of fragment and perhaps maybe start targeting, because I know your personas, the Karen and all that, right? But you have a bigger addressable market, just a tier below. Do you see an opportunity to kind of model it to target that segment as well?
Right now, actually, we have, how can I call it? We have packages for both clients. We even tailor-make solutions fitted to each and every client's budget. We've been doing that through online marketing. We've gotten a lot of middle-class clients. Some just want a single window automated. Some just want the living room alone automated. So we cater for all those clients too. And then we also cater for the high-end clients who want the entire system.
And what's the estimate cost of acquisition to get one single client, like in that segment?
Acquisition, the high-end client?
No, just below.
The below clients. Estimate, we've seen them spend around from 200,000 shillings up to around 700, 1 million shillings. Only, yes.
Only, yeah. But how much does it cost you to lock in one client?
Okay, so we've been running ads. Our budget for ads is roughly 10,000 to 20,000 a month. So times 12 months, if we use 20,000, that's like 240,000. One client, if we get a high-end client, the deal can be around, let's say, 3 million shillings. 1.5 million is profits. So already from the profits, you've covered marketing for the entire year, but that's just one project. So our profits are always on the margins of 50% upwards.
That was actually my question. Thank you very much. So I have a different interest in it, so I really want to invest in this company, so I will talk to the lawyer, and you have a lawyer in the house, and then we'll see how it does.
Thank you.
Excellent, Prof.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Are there any other questions from the investors? All right, I take that as none. Thank you so much. All right, we are almost there. So the next group on stage will be Fartiti Aili. Fartiti Aili. Help me appreciate them, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carol Gishohi. I'm the founder of Fartiti Aili, which is a social enterprise that was founded with the aim of creating opportunities for girls and young women residing in marginalized areas. Our focus right now is Kibera slum. Now, growing up, as a young girl, I grew up with a very low sense of self-worth. I always felt intimidated by other people because they had low confidence in myself. I felt so unworthy, which really affected me a lot because people perceive you according to how you perceive yourself. So I felt dismissed by other people. I felt undervalued. And my experience growing up is what pushed me and led me to work with young, vulnerable women in marginalized areas so that I can help them discover themselves like I did, to be able to pursue meaningful work, discover purpose and pursue meaningful work, and be able to work their way out of poverty. How we do that, our mode of operation, is that we create very distinctive, high quality, handmade, African-inspired bags that are made from high heavy-duty canvas fabric and leather. I'm going to have you have a feel. Sorry, these are my team members. They are serving as my models for today. I'm going to have one of my models just have you, just so you can have a feel of the bags. So the bags are hand-painted, and where we hand-paint the bags and handcraft the bags, that is our strategy to create opportunities for these girls and young women that have not had an opportunity to go through, quality education and formal training. So it's a way to create an opportunity for the underprivileged girls that are unskilled. So with the production of the bags, they're able to make an income. And our bags are targeted to the affluent, the conscious shopper, that appreciates art and items that are handmade, that are unique and distinctive. That special piece that is not readily, easily accessible. It's an exclusive piece, original, authentic, made for you. Our tagline is, feel the personal touch. We want you to feel that human element, human touch. In a world filled with mass-produced items, we want to connect with you deeply. So we bring that human element by hand-painting the bags. Now, what differentiates us from other social ventures that are eradicating poverty is that we are not just providing a source of livelihood to eradicate poverty, we are also providing an environment to nurture potential. So how we do that is that we are looking to provide hands-on skill and knowledge that will allow the girls and the young women to be able to explore their capabilities. One of our team members who is coming on board, she is in beauty. We are looking to set up, as an extension of Fartiti Aili, to set up a salon business as an additional source of income for the vulnerable women, young women, so that as they go through our empowerment program, they're able to support themselves. I realized I've done my research and I found out one of the organizations that I have talked to, I've talked to someone who works with Shofco. Shofco is an organization in Kibera. And she told me that one of the things they struggle with those girls, they have lost hope. So even if you present them such opportunities like empowering them, they feel like they don't need it. So by providing, as they come to get the skills, the knowledge that will help them find purpose, they also have a means of income. So the goal is not to keep them. The goal is to break that dependency cycle, that they can go out on their own, having explored other things they can venture into. So we are bringing in additional source of income, additional hands-on skill, not just the fashion. So one of our team members is into beauty. So we are also collaborating to set up a salon business within our workshop, our premises, to be able to provide that to the girls and young vulnerable women to make a living as they go through our program. So that's what differentiates us from other social ventures. That you're not just providing a source of livelihood, you're creating an environment to nurture potential. Now, we are seeking partnership. We are seeking partnership for the following reasons, and partnership in this form: investment partnership, as well as collaboration. So collaboration, why we are seeking partnership is that your involvement in our work will give us the credibility that we need at this stage of idea execution. Because I believe that what we are solving is the impact of our solution goes beyond the beneficiaries, the young women. Usually they say, empower a woman and help the entire village. Because as women, we have this capacity, we have this distinct quality that allows us to increase and multiply the little that is put in our hands. So because we are nurturers by design. So I believe that the impact of our solution goes beyond the young women, the immediate beneficiaries. So what we are solving has national implication. So your involvement in our work, in terms of collaboration, will give us the credibility that we need at this stage. And also, in terms of investment partnership, we'll be able to create a more substantial impact that can attract national level stakeholders, and having such level of stakeholders in getting involved in or getting affiliated with our work will be very beneficial to the growth of our enterprise, which will also generate more, returns on your investment. So this partnership, the benefits of our partnership is going to, will unfold as we go along. So this is like sort of our ask is a long-term sort of partnership. So I believe that we are not just building a business. So I would like to invite you to join us in this journey, where we are not just building a business, but we are setting the pace for a prosperous community, for the entire community. So thank you for your time. I'm eager to answer any question you might have or further clarification.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My usual question, are you registered?
We are currently registered as a sole proprietorship.
You are sole proprietor?
Yes, as of now, Fartiti Aili is a sole proprietor.
Sorry?
Fartiti Aili is registered as a sole proprietor.
And who is the sole proprietor?
I am.
You are?
Yes.
Sometimes investors may shy away from sole proprietorship as opposed to limited liability companies. Are you intending to evolve into a limited liability company?
Yes, we are looking to become a company limited. It's just that at this level, we are at initial stages of executing our idea, but that is something we are looking into. So we can attract people that would want to own shares in our company.
How long have you been operating?
Fartiti Aili, 2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
Have you been paying taxes? You have not made a profit,
yes.
Have you? It's all right. Yeah, but once you start making profit, then you must pay taxes. Otherwise, they'll come for you directly since you're the sole proprietor. Where is your workshop?
We are located along Ngong Road, which is a strategic place to access our beneficiaries in Kibera. And also, it is very convenient for our partners. We regard our clients as our partners because we are not just selling a bag. They are buying into our vision. So we also get to host our clients in form of partners in the current such places because we are strategically positioned in a location where they can access.
Okay.
Yes.
I've seen quite a number of people making these bags. What makes you as very different from the others?
So our bags are hand-painted. So every bag is unique in its own way because of its hand-painted nature. Many people use Ankara African to bring that African element, but for us, we turn a boring canvas fabric. This was just blue, plain, but we convert that boring canvas fabric into something vibrant, popping, that you will enter a room and make a statement.
Okay, thank you.
I had an idea for you guys, which will really work. I feel because you have an empowerment concept, you can run a CBO, community-based organization, which will attract actually companies and sponsors through CSR. And the girls that are painting the bags will be paid for that. And then you open a company where you buy the bags from the girls and now commercially sell them. So what you'll be doing, you'll be impacting the community and you become like the channel of creating a market. The girls are going to have a sustainable source of income. And through that CBO and company, now you can also fight for KEBS certification and even import your bags with a purpose. That if you buy that bag, I'll be putting food on the table for a girl or a family in Kibera, and that will redefine the business. Sometimes we want to buy things, not because we need them, but because of the purpose that the product carries.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think that is something we will do a bit of research on. So yeah, we can go in as a CBU.
I want to build up on what Pastor T has said. I will start with that.
Okay.
Our girls in Kibera, our community in Kibera, our community that brought us to have this bag.
Yes.
Connect the story of exactly what is in your heart, because what is in your heart is compassion. I hear caring. I hear, you have a lot of drive. You want to help these girls.
Yes.
And if you tell me if I buy that bag, it saves the life of 2 girls, I won't even care about the bag. But I hear the girls being saved. I hear, you're bringing a community hope.
Yes.
So I think that should be your story. So to you, it's not much business, as Pastor T has said. To you is hope. To you is empowerment. To you is caring. To you is compassion. You just want to see a change in those girls' life.
Yes.
What are your sales right now?
For the past year, I would say we made a sales revenue of 300,000 through exhibition and pop-up shop, 300,000 Kenya shillings for the past year. But we project a significant increase in revenues in the coming year because of brand visibility and new product, expanding product offering, and opening up a customer base. Expanding our customer base, because we're also looking to serve the men. Yes, our bags mostly appeal to the women, but you're also looking to expand our customer base and serve the men.
That was my next question. What is the next? Yeah, you need another package.
Yes.
Just for men, and I will put another package for Gen Z because it's really, really high quality and a different price point, a crossbody, something crossbody that we can put our stuff. It's bigger, but it's crossbody because it's fashion, but also it can carry our stuff. But also come up with something for men. I would like to see belts for men. I would like to see laptop bags.
Yes.
I would like to see notebook covers that just can do, just something for men, because men are simple. They would just buy it and buy it over and over. So I'd just like to see that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Otherwise, it's a great product.
Thank you.
I love the feel and the touch. The bag is high quality.
Thank you. Yes.
If you need to convert to a CBO, you can see me.
Oh.
The protocols are very different.
Okay.
It's not as easy as registering a business name or a limited liability company. You know, a limited liability company, you can still be one shareholder. CBO will be useful for you,
okay,
but you need about 10 members who will be part of the group.
Yeah.
And you need a lot of government protocols. But like Pastor T said, maybe a CBO would be better for you, but you can see me if you need to register
I will.
one.
Okay, thank you.
And see me for the structuring of the vision. We just give it structure. So when it's a CBO, you understand what that means as a CBO.
Okay, thank you.
Hata inaweza kuwa Karenji, si lazima Kibera.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the first gift we want to give you is see Wakili, and just see the lawyer and go sit down with her.
Yes.
Okay. Ask her to interpret
Thank
the
you.
legal terms like interpreting to a baby.
Okay.
When I talk to the technology people, I always tell them, break it down like it's my first day at school. Because you're running a very good quality business and you want to make sure the ground is covered.
Yes.
So if you can be able to make an appointment right now with her, go to her office and see her like next week, make sure all the paperwork is in place.
Yes.
Then you can be able to run, you have a very good product.
Okay, I will. I'll talk to her. Thank you.
I really like what you've been doing with this. I like where your
Thank
heart
you.
is. I feel your story. Like Abigail was saying, the story is a big part of this. I'd like to see that come out. I'd like to see that in the marketing. I'd like to see regular posts. So as you have people in your workshop doing that, if you have a story of the day. Hey, we made this bag. This person got that bag. Here's the story of this person. And if you can come up with it's a repeatable technique for getting that story out there, you're starting to build recurring impact. And so people are going to start seeing your brand. Again, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, find a thing that lets you put that story out there regularly. Every day you've got another story out there. And so people are going to start seeing that. I was going to ask you, do you have arrangements with any of with locations where you have agreements where you could do sales?
Location where we do the sales. We normally go to pop-up shops and exhibitions where our ideal client frequents, that is the affluent, the high-end clientele. That's the target.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And then do you have a vision of what your business is going to look like in 5 years, 10 years? When you've really made it, when you're moving forward, tell me what that is.
There's a growing demand for the African crafts in the international market. So we are looking to enter into the international market, particularly America. So we have an online store that we are looking to optimize it to the American market. So I'm looking to setting up a distribution center in America, so that when they order from here, it will be easier to distribute to our clients in America, rather than just having to ship all the way.
So what I've seen is, if you look at YouTube with the people that make food, like the food bloggers, they walk you through the journey. Unakata vitunguu, you put spices, da. I think once your paperwork is in place, start walking us through the journey. Connect us emotionally with that bag. Okay. We are creating this bag and helping these girls in Kibera. Come with us as we create this bag. And the areas you need to feature, because it's your source and your pattern, you don't have to show us. But bring us to your journey. Bring us to your home where you make the bags.
Okay.
We will have emotional connection with you.
Okay.
By the time that bag is done, what wanakuuliza, next bag ni lini? Can I order the bag? By the time you start, you've carried us through what we call an emotional journey.
Yes.
That's why you see when chef starts to cook, pili, this and this and this, they show you how it tastes, they serve the food. You've carried us through. Now I want to try that recipe. Because if you show me the bag, I see a really, really good bag. But you could have bought that bag.
Yeah.
But if you show me what you're doing with the passion and the care you carry, I'm sold. Before the bag is, that's how people order things, because they can see you every day and be consistent on social media. And sometimes when your company is young, people want to see you. People want to see you making those bags. So something to think about. Otherwise, it's a great product.
Okay, thank you.
One other comment. I have a possible connection that I could make for you, so come see me after, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Fartiti Aili. All right, you can appreciate them as they go to their seats as Truthful Secrets comes on board. Truthful Secrets.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amos Davis. I'm the founder of Truthful Secrets. I'm a chef in training and profession. So you may ask yourself, why Truthful Secrets? My partner is called Marceline. We do the business with her. So you may ask yourself, why Truthful Secrets? I think along the presentation, you'll get the idea behind it. So Truthful Secrets is based on a concept of redefined indulgence. Personally, I'm a sweet tooth. I love desserts. I believe we all love desserts at some point. But when you're getting to indulge in these desserts, at the back of your mind, you have the consciousness of how much sugar am I taking? Do I need to gulp a few glasses of water afterwards to dilute the sugar intake, or am I just taking chemicals? So for us, being a sweet tooth, and again, being conscious about the intake of sugar, I like mild sugar, not overly sweet things. So I've had friends where we went to dine, and they're like, I want to have a dessert, but I don't want to take too much sugar. Or they're either vegans, so there's limited options for them. The best option for them is fruits, or they're either, so along the way, so I took that as a challenge to myself to develop something that I personally can enjoy, and also we can have options to other people. So part of our product is chocolate spreads that were born out of the desire to provide options to the community that are striving to live healthy and get options in their dining. So our chocolate spreads are made from fresh produce and fresh fruits, basically use functional ingredients. When I say fresh fruits, we have like one of our products called orange avocado. We just have avocado and orange, the real fruit in it, and chocolate. We also have another one called beet choco, made from beetroots and chocolate as well. So we don't use any added processed sugars. What we use is fruit sugars, because along my career, I've interacted with a couple of ingredients. So we came across stuff like stevia and monk fruit that we use as sweeteners. We don't use artificial preservatives. As I said again, having interacted with ingredients, I took time to study the chemical component of each ingredient to know how do they behave around certain temperatures and when merged with other ingredients. So that's why we came up with the product, among other products that we do. So this is our pilot product. So we've been here for, this is our one year. So what we've done basically is to improve the product from the comments we collected from the people who tried the product. One of the challenges we realized we had was oxidation of one of our products. So what we did is to take time to work on that, to see how to improve on it so people who use it don't get it to oxidize. So people who complained about, or rather gave comments about the oxidation, we would improve the product and then give back to them to try again. They give us more comments and then we keep improving. So we've taken that time till now to improve on the product until we have a stable product. So currently, we were as sole proprietors, but we are in the process of transitioning to a limited liability company because we wanted to make the mistake of the product first and then go fully into a company. So I think we've learned from the product. Now we have a fully functional product that we can sell. We took time also to iron out our competitors in the market. And locally in Kenya, there's very limited options. I found out only like 4 companies that do chocolate spreads, but they don't do the kind of quality we do. What they do, they either combine honey with chocolates, but not fruits or fresh produce. So currently, I think 3 of them are still not fully full companies. There's only one that has a partnership in Tanzania and Kenya, but still not fully functional. I also took time to look at the market opportunity. And then as of 2014, in Kenya, the chocolate spread industry had around $10 million plus and growing at a 6% compound annual growth rate. And most of these are imported because we don't have a company that produces these things that is Kenyan owned. So if you were to go into that, will be, let me say, the first one, because the other ones are not fully registered. And so our business model, we target to do one, DTC, as direct to consumer. As I said, we are a dessert company that also manufactures. For us, the chocolate spread is part of an ingredient, because we've been looking at how do we maximize the spread and make the best out of it. At the same time, how do we maximize on the machines we have and make the best out of it? So one of the things we do with the DTC is to set up a dessert shop, which is going to be with a production facility in it. So this will cut us on cost in terms of the same machines we use to make the chocolate spreads are the same machines we use to make desserts. So we want to build a community where they can experience this firsthand in our dining setup, and then afterwards they can be able to tell what it is about. So this is not just applicable on bread. If you don't eat bread, you can use it in your smoothies, in your milkshakes, and as a top-up to your favorite fruits and all that. So it's not just for bread alone. So if you don't eat bread, you're covered. So my partner is going to pass you a few pieces of bread so you can get to feel the texture of the product as well. Yes. And so as it turns at the moment, we haven't done so many sales. We can only do as much because we don't have cabs. I went to the cabs facility, and the procedures for this kind of production is a bit different. So one, we need to have a fully functional premise. So for that premise to be functional, it needs to have proper machineries and proper equipment. So we cannot set up here because we don't have cabs. So for cabs to come and send the agent to come and see our facility, we need a premise. Because right now we produce from our homes. So they cannot come to our homes. They need to come to the premise. So that's one of the challenges I've encountered that has made us not to go fully out. So now we can only do door-to-door and maybe to a few people who either order online on our website or on our social media accounts. So during this time, what we've done is develop an e-commerce platform, a website, and also do social media adverts and all that. We've also taken time, since we have a vision of growing, we've also taken time to find out if we are to grow, where will we source our materials from? If we source our materials in bulk, it will cut us cost as opposed to buying from our local market. So we've taken time to find out where do we source our jars in bulk to cut on cost, source our ingredients to cut on cost, and that kind of things till now. So as opposed to what I had shared in the pitch deck we sent you, we took time to think again, how do we maximize and kill 2 birds with 1 stone? So today we've come with an option, which is if we could set up a dessert shop that has a production line in it of these chocolate spreads. Because for us, it is not just a product, it is also an ingredient that we use for other line of desserts we have. So we want to build a community where we show them how to use it in that space. At the same time, we sell it directly to them. At the same time, when it gets out to the market, they already know what it is, so it is not another foreign thing. Part of the advantage, let me say the advantage that I have is, or rather we have, is I happen to have worked in America a while back. And so we developed, in the club I worked in, I noticed they are health conscious, but they draw the line when it comes to desserts, which is too sugarful. So we took time. I had the privilege to develop sugarless ice cream for them, which is the best-selling ice cream to date in their dessert. So I had that in mind to make it like an official business for me. So when I came back, my mentor, who was the executive chef then, having 54 years of experience, he saw what I was doing online, and he reached out, he called me and said, I would want to try. So he sent samples, and when he tried it, his feedback was awesome. He was like, I haven't tried something of the such, so I believe it will be great in the American market. I was excited, but at the same time I was thinking, so how do I scale to that level effectively and successfully without stretching a lot, at the same time make the best of the product, for it not just to be a product, but also to diverse it. So today, if you choose to invest in us, you not just invest in a product, but you're investing in a product that is diverse. So your capital does not just go to the product, it goes also to the dining experience of the person in the premise. So what we'll be asking for setting up the dessert shop and also having in the premise the production center will be $65,000. That will be able to cover for both the premise, which is the dessert shop, and also the production center in the premise. We intend to do this intentionally since we've worked with Gen Zs when they love Instagrammable stuff. So we have a visual picture in the mind of making this thing Instagrammable. So when they post their things on social media, it gives us a mileage in terms of marketing and all. Also, we've had referrals from people who've tried the spread, because we're always getting calls asking us, so how else can we use it other than on bread? So we keep explaining that you can use it on other products, like on your fruits, in smoothies, and in milkshakes. And that will be a presentation for now.
So thank you very much for your presentation. And I feel like you were listening to me when I was talking about fusion food. So congratulations there. I like the way you blended these things.
Thank you.
So how are you currently manufacturing this?
Sorry?
How are you currently making your product?
So our products are all artisanally made.
Okay.
So it's all handcrafted.
Okay.
So right now we produce from my home.
Okay.
So it takes a bit of time because it has that, we are careful about what you use from the ingredients, so from the mixing to everything. As I said, our goal is redefined indulgence. Since we want our customers to stay here longer so they can enjoy the experience more. Yeah.
Excellent, thank you. And do you have a timeline where you can follow it? I guess what I'm looking for is, instead of going right to a manufacturing facility, is there something where you could lease space in another facility to work on that, so you can lower your costs at first, so that you can get into the market earlier at a lower financial bar?
Sure. So as I mentioned, we thought not to go fully manufacturing and go DTC first in the retail model. So what we're going to do with that is set up a dessert shop, which also will have a production line in it. This I borrowed from a company I worked before. It was a restaurant. We opened it just in Nairobi. So it was a restaurant, but at the same time they used to make meat spread, they call it meat wraps. So with this meat wrap, they partnered with a few retail shops in Nairobi that could sell for them. So as I was thinking through, I thought of that as an idea, like if we could set up a dessert shop for ourselves, and then in it have this production plant for the chocolate spreads and other things we do, it will be easier to market it directly to the consumer, create an experience because also the desserts we do, this is part of the ingredient. So it will be easier to make them understand what it is and also sell them directly. So when we get there that we are out in the market, it is no longer something new, they know what it is already.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Is yours sole proprietorship?
So as I mentioned, I began as a sole proprietorship, but now we are in the process of transitioning to a limited company.
Into?
Sorry?
You are
I began as a sole proprietor, but now I'm in the process of transitioning to a limited company.
Limited liability company.
Yes.
Okay. I think you can start with a small room. for purposes of getting certification.
Certification, yeah, sure.
From KEBS. You don't need a huge space, I think, because I've seen somebody do it.
Right.
Just even if you can get a DSQ somewhere, make sure it's clean, or one room somewhere. Make sure it's clean, there's water, your cooking equipments are there, and call KEBS. If they don't like it, they'll tell you, improve this and that and that.
All right.
I don't think they'll insist on you having one big production line. I don't think so. And this will help you actually, once you start there, then the following 2 years or 3 years, you can move on to bigger premises.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe something also I forgot to mention in our presentation. We also had other companies reach out to us to see if we can carry out what we call a white label production, where we produce and then they package it as their product. So we're still looking into that to see the dynamics behind it and how it works.
Just make sure you're protected before you do that.
Okay.
Anytime you open a door, be ready to get any person coming in and taking what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Before you do anything, I'll sit down with a lawyer and make sure you're protected 100%. And of course, prayerfully pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
I pray over my business 24/7 because the enemy is out there big time in business.
Sure.
So if they saw something and they want to white label with you, I will sit on it for a little bit. Study them,
right.
date them, see who they are, see who owns that company, see what they believe in, because you're also opening a spiritual door for that.
Mm-hmm.
Partnership is great, but it's also very, very, very important to know who you're bringing in. But just make sure your paperwork is in place. Otherwise, you have an amazing product.
Sure, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of working with high-end restaurants and having products that they can serve to their customers. If they taste what you've created, I tasted that. That was good.
Thank you.
So bring it to those places. And when we go to a nice restaurant, if I try something and I like, we grab the server and we say, where did you get that? We'd certainly go back to the restaurant again because we want that, but we want to find out where that came from. And if we can find it, then we want it. And so that can be another marketing channel for you.
Sure, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you to Truthful Secrets. Can help appreciate them kindly as we finish tonight with Arthy Limited. I saw the samples passing, and one day I will become an investor. Amen.
Good evening. Good evening, guys. How are you doing? I know we are on the last leg, and it's a good time to be on the last leg. My name is Grace Wambui Kamau. I'm here representing Arthy Limited. And this lovely evening, I have a question. For the last 1 week, you have used a water bottle, you have eaten a fruit, you have eaten vegetables. Where did that bottle go? Where did that banana peel go? Where did all the household waste that you used go? And this question I had when we had gone for an event with a boyfriend, and there were so many people, about 1,000, and all those people used our water bottles. And I asked him, where do you think these water bottles go, and how can we use them? And when I went deeper into research, I realized that water bottles are not the only issue that we have. In Kenya, the population is growing at 2%, and the urban population is growing at 3.7%. And that presents us with problems. One of the problems is waste management. So statistics has it that every day, Kenya produces 2,000 to 3,000 tons of household waste. And only less than half of that household waste is collected, and only 8% of the collected household waste is recycled. And this is where Arthy Limited comes in. And my question is this waste, is it trash, or is it treasure? My answer is that it is treasure. And this is our solution. So, So the solution is, when in your apartment or in your household, what type of bin do you use? Is it divided, or is it one whole bin? And that is our first solution. We will acquire our customers, and then in these divided bins, we will have it sorted 3 ways. One for plastics, one for organic waste, and the other for all the other waste. For the organic waste, we are going to recycle it for you, and we are going to make organic fertilizers. For the plastic waste, we are going to sell it to our partners, and the rest can now be dumped or used in our factories to light fires, to to produce energy for our companies. And that is our solution. And why is our solution unique? One is that we are providing this bin for you, such that you don't have to get creative with how are you going to sort this waste? Do I have to clean these bottles? How do I sort this waste? And 2, we give cashbacks. How can we afford to give cashbacks? This is because if we recycle plastic waste with our partners, we are able now to get a bit of, that's already a revenue income, and we charge for garbage collection, which is also a revenue income. So every half a year and at the end of the year, we are able to give cashbacks to our tenants and our customers as a way of appreciation for conserving the environment. Yes, that is, we are still working on the design of the bin to see how does that look like, what does the sectioning look like, and it will ease in us sorting and recycling the waste. Yes, and also our other benefit is that we are going to reduce pollution. Kenya has the second largest dumping site, which is 30 acres in Nairobi, in Dandora. And it comes second to Nigeria, which has 100 acres. Imagine, what would you do with 30 acres of land in Nairobi? We haven't even talked about the other towns. So we are going to reduce pollution and see how that goes for us. Yes, the other benefit is environmental conservation. I know you have heard about climate change. You have experienced flooding and all these other climate effects. This is one way of mitigating climate change effects. And this way, we are going to reduce the number of plastics going into the ocean, plastics being in our environment, and many other. So, okay. That being said, this is my charge. In Psalm 24, it says that the earth and its fullness is of the Lord. And I've brought that because we have a responsibility to take care of God's environment. This is such a simple yet very helpful step to taking care of the environment. And with that, I want to ask you, is it something you would want to do for your homestead? Is this something you want to do even in your rental property? And with that, I come to a close and invite any questions.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm glad to hear that you are part of the alma mater of our school.
Yes.
So if I'm not hard on you, you'll know why.
Yes.
Yes. Now, when I went to make a search on Arthy Limited,
yeah,
I didn't see Arthy Limited alone.
Yes.
I saw like 3 other companies,
yes,
with the same name. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am.
Who are they?
So the others are, there's one government organization, and there's other organizations that are selling land. So the first time when I went to register, I decided to first register the business name And that's how I came up with Arthy Impact Limited. That is in 2024. But while I was doing my presentation, I unfortunately forgot that I had impact in my in my name reservation. So, but the official name that is in the government right now is Arthy Impact Limited.
And you have a certificate for that?
Yes, a business name registration certificate. We are now in the process of converting there's a way you have to convert in a citizen from just a business to a private limited company, and that's what we're in the process of doing.
Okay. I think I'll let Abigail ask the other question.
Yes, sure.
I have a lot of questions, but I also want to be mindful of time, and I will have to take somebody home. So my big question is, have you gone to the cities outside Nairobi? Because Nakuru is there, it's also very, very congested. Have you tried to do this exactly by yourself with a team and see how that will look like?
So we are still in the ideation process, mostly because of the bin. We want to see how that will look like, and also patent it, because we haven't seen it anywhere else. So we want to see how that will look like. And to answer your question about location, I come from Thika. Nairobi is very saturated. So in Thika, we have seen an actual opportunity to venture in and start raising the awareness.
Don't take so much time perfecting the bin. Get going. Perfect it as you go. Because the more you take time, somebody else will see it and jump on it.
Yes.
Even if you build just a circle, start with that circle. Because it's better to have a pending patent than to have nothing. Because if somebody hears about it and they have the money that you don't have, they're going to run with it. That's where I would start. I will start with making sure all my legal paperwork are in order, because it's such an amazing, amazing opportunity. It's great work to the environment. You're going to give Kenya what it's looking for, but there is no investor who is going to give you money if you don't have everything in place. So the paperwork, the registration, and the patent, even if you have to make 10 shillings every day per killing, I will do that, because you have a really, really amazing opportunity to save the planet.
You are working on that. Sorry, yes, we are back.
I think that this is, again, I think it's a very good idea. I like where you're going with this. I see, I remember what I was saying. I hinted at Abigail saying, money loves speed. Money loves speed. So tapping into what she said right there, go for it. Just get started, figure it out as you go. The other thing is partner with a city. Go find a city, work with them, talk to them, because you're solving a problem that they need solved. So again, find someone who has money, find someone who has pain, solve that pain for them. And I think this is something that you can start small and iterate and improve, build that progress up, and then it does feel like as you build this up, you're going to be able to defend this. This is something that you have a vision. I see some businesses where it's very easy to pick up and start a business and go from there. If someone sees a delivery business, it's easy for them to just go and do a delivery business. Someone sees your business, it's a harder barrier of entry to get into this. So this feels like something that you're going to be able to defend just by the very nature of the business, but you need to move quickly. You need to move quickly and have that partnership with the city so that you can develop with them. And you're going to find out from them what works, what doesn't work. Pick a neighborhood, pick a building, focus on that, and then bring that to the city and say, here's the result that I've delivered. As we partner together, I can solve your problem, make you look good, and then we go from there.
Thank you so much for your feedback. We will work on that as soon possible.
So do you have trucks in place to come and collect the garbage?
So about that, we are planning on leasing, because the trucks can be quite expensive, and there are already people who are willing to lease out their trucks, their lorries actually. That would be our plan.
So your plan is just for me to use your recycle bin?
Yes.
If I'm a potential customer?
Yes.
So have you thought about, I know I have apartments and I know sometimes it's just a person just comes and picks up the garbage. I'm wondering whether that is something you could maybe advertise to those people that are in real estate with apartments and in diaspora. We have a lot of people who have built, you know, and this is a big problem for us, and maybe you can solve that problem, you know, for many people that are out there, they don't know what to do with their garbage.
That is great feedback. We are actually looking for the real estate is our first customer, even before we go to the marketplace. When I say marketplace, I mean the actual marketplace. And we are looking to even go global, because if Nigeria, even going to Nigeria, they already have that problem, that means we can solve it for them, and even globally to the US. So yes, I really like that idea.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, and have a good evening.
All right. Thank you so much, Arthy. Thank you so much.